discover speaking skills you already have and skills that you need some attention. So without further ado, here you go.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, let's break some ice.
Yeah.
Learning new things is hard. Think about the first time you were learning how to ride a bike. You were figuring out pedaling, steering, and balancing all at once. Many times, you probably fell to the ground or crashed into the nearest pole in a haphazard manner. But most importantly, you picked yourself up, you persevered, and continued on. Now, you have complete mastery over bike riding. Today, I will talk about 2 stories where perseverance helped me learn new things. About 2 years ago, I signed myself up for the Open Water Scuba Diving Certificate. SCUBA stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus. An oxygen tank is strapped to your back, and you use that air to breathe, ascend, descend, and maintain buoyancy. I got used to breathing underwater pretty quickly, but struggled with buoyancy. Your ability to swim and move vertically efficiently depends on your mastery of buoyancy. If you want to go up, you add air into your scuba system. That's positive buoyancy. If you want to go down, you release air. That's negative buoyancy. I struggled with positive buoyancy. I would either overestimate the amount of air I needed and rise all the way up to the surface, or underestimate and not even rise an inch. I passed all the tests except the buoyancy test. My instructor was willing to give me a second chance. At first, I didn't even want to take the test again. I was exhausted. I wanted to quit. But I later thought to myself, well, the worst case scenario is I just fail again. So why don't I give this a second shot? With a fresh mindset, I entered the water, determined not to fail. I passed the buoyancy test on my second attempt. I rose to the surface of the water at the same pace as my instructor. I showed that I have control over my buoyancy. I was ready to quit, but with perseverance, I got my open water scuba diving certificate. Now, I'm a part-time underwater treasure hunter. Aye, aye. Let's leave the way of the water behind and enter the matrix, the world of ones and zeros. It was May 2020, and I just graduated with degrees in finance and supply chain from ASU. Due to the economic uncertainty around that time, I struggled to find a new job. I was going through grad programs at ASU, and I found a master's in data analytics. I applied to this program and fortunately got in. And over the summer of 2020, I was required to learn this programming language called Python. For all the non-nerds out here, Python is it's a language used to create AI applications like ChatGPT. So in the span of 3 months, I had to start with the basics like variables and data structures, and then implement my own simple AI model at the end. I spent many nights contemplating, should I just quit the program? I didn't think I was smart enough to do all that in the span of 3 months. I would read programming concepts that would just leave me dazed and confused. I later thought to myself, well, I should stick with the program so I can challenge myself and grow from this opportunity. I graduated from a master's program And now I work on creating AI algorithms to detect identity theft. My call to action for all of you today is, don't let your obstacles prevent you from learning new things. You crushed your obstacles and persevered when you were learning how to ride a bike. Use that same enthusiasm now to pick up a new hobby or learn a new skill. You will feel frustrated. You will feel less motivated. But remember, you'll be happy and grateful that you persevered. Thank you, and I hope I broke some ice.
Nice.